Hi, I'm gonna do 2 intro videos. Hello, I am Colleen Delaney. I am an author. I am also Lucy Hudson. We will go into that more in a bit. Welcome to my channel. This channel is about writing and reading. If you are here for the reading section, I will have a reading intro video as well, and you can pop over to that one. And if you are here for the writing portion of this channel, you're in the right place. So, a little bit of an introduction. I've been writing forever, as all authors always say. I've been actively trying to get published for, how old am I? Let's do some math. 14 years, maybe 13 years, somewhere in that ballpark. It's hard to remember those first projects that when I look back at now are terrible. I apologize to all the agents who got query letters for me on those terrible, extremely long projects. So who am I now? I am Colleen Delaney, and I write paranormal witch-themed romance. You probably haven't heard of me unless you follow me on Twitter, because I don't have any books out yet. My first book, The Hedge Witch, is coming out in 2024 with City Owl Press. I'm extremely excited. It's book 1 in a series. I can't wait. It's gonna be a blast. If you love the movie version of Practical Magic, you'll love this book. It's not very similar to the book version of Practical Magic if you've read both, because that's more like magical realism, where this is more like straightforward magic is happening. And it's a story of sisters and how they each find the love of their lives. I like it a lot. I think you'll like it too. I'll have another video more in depth about that series coming up in the next few weeks. Now, I'm also Lucy Hudson. Now, who's Lucy Hudson? Lucy Hudson is my pen name when I write contemporary romance novellas. I've written 7 contemporary romance novellas under Lucy Hudson, but my real name is Colleen, so I do prefer to be called Colleen rather than Lucy. My books under Lucy Hudson, I have 2 different series. The first series I wrote was called the Falling for You series. It follows a family living in Chicago, and it's one of those traditional family romances where each book centers on one of the siblings falling in love. Those I would classify as light suspense romance. They're not terribly scary, but there are some suspenseful moments in the stories. There's not any like hardcore trigger warning. There's a small kidnapping in the first one, a itty bitty teensy giantsy kidnapping in the first one. I'll have everything I've written linked below if you want to check it out. And yeah, the first book in the Falling for You series, And Then It Was You, is free on Amazon, so you can always grab it if you want to give it a try. My second series under Lucy Hudson is the Happy Holidays romance series, and that series, each novella takes place during a holiday. The first one I wrote is The Star Spangled Weekend, which takes place over 4th of July weekend, and that one's, you know, you're sort of like your traditional summer romance, meeting someone when you're on vacation, having a whirlwind romance. My second book in that series is Something Wicked, which is a fall Halloween romance. That one is more like, it's not fake dating, but it's like scheduled dating. It's about Ginger, who wants Caden to fall in love with Autumn. He's recently moved from the South, and she is a lifelong New Englander. And that book is basically like a cozy fall drink. So my books are all open door spicy. They are not sweet romances, just to give you a heads up. But my Happy Holidays series, I do pitch sort of like a Hallmark movie if Hallmark movies were spicy, which would be my favorite kind of holiday movie. And then my last book that I have out in that series is called Good Enough to Eat. It's a Thanksgiving romance. It's friends to lovers, forced proximity, stuck in your apartment during a terrible snowstorm on Thanksgiving, and what could happen? I bet you know what will happen. People will fall in love. All my books are happily ever after. So what do I have coming up that I'm gonna be writing about? I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of videos about what it's like to do Nanowrimo or Nanowrimo, depending on how you pronounce it. If you're not familiar, it's the month of November. You try to write a novel about 50,000 words. I have completed it, I think 3 times. I did take last year off because I just couldn't get in the right frame of mind to write a book in a month. Last November, which obviously the world has been a mess for the last almost 2 years, so everyone understands that. I'll also be doing videos about finishing my series. That's the Hedge Witch is the first book in, and I'll be working on that a lot throughout the next year probably or more. I'm not sure if I'm gonna write another Happy Holidays romance under Lucy Hudson. When I started that series, I had several more planned out, and 2020 was supposed to be my year that I wrote the majority of them. Obviously that didn't happen. I did April 2020 try to write the Christmas romance, and it was horrible. April 2020 was not the time to be trying to write a cozy, sweet, spicy Christmas novella. I was not in the right frame of mind. I do have planned out outlines because I'm a planner when I write for several more books in that series, so we'll see. Those books I can write pretty quickly because they're short, so I will see if maybe this January I really want to just write a contemporary novella. But I'll keep you posted, obviously. That's the point of this channel. And that's basically it for my writing intro. I'm planning to do some write with me, edit with me, research with me videos throughout the months to get you motivated to get your writing or your editing or your researching done. I am a librarian, so I love to research. I'm a big researcher. If you enjoyed this video or you want more writing content from me, or you just like me and you know me, please like and subscribe so I can get some followers on the YouTube. Thank you.